Now we've got the BetaFPV Lite Radio 4 to try out. So let's have a look. What do we get in the box? We get the radio. Now straight away you're going to notice this is very similar to an Xbox, PlayStation, or more importantly the DJI remote controller. You get the gimbal. Do you call that gimbal? Yeah, I think that's like a gimbal protector or stick protector, which is awesome. And the cool thing is this is so small. Now this is a budget-friendly controller, so I don't think you're going to get the range that you would get on something like the Radiomaster. More expensive versions, you don't get the screen. But if you are used to using that DJI remote, I know I am from using the DJI Neo and the DJI AVATA 2, then it's going to carry over nicely and it's going to fit nicely in your hands. It feels good, doesn't feel too cheap and nasty, but let's bind her up and have a fly. So I'm going to fly the Meteor 75 with the DJI 04, so we're going to use the DJI N3 goggles. Now for the binding process, all I done was I done 3 in and out with the battery to put this into binding mode, and then I held the binding button at the bottom of the controller. It was super easy and done it straight away. So because this is budget friendly, this is going to suit the beginner very well. Now today I'm acting like a beginner because I've got no idea what any of the buttons do. I'm just going to go through feel of what I've used previously. Now that could be a silly idea, but let's see if things work. So we're switched on. Okay, let's first just see whether things connect and we can take off and land again. And then I'll put you so you can see the controller a bit better. So that should be arm. There it is. Okay, we're up and away. Okay, feels good. So let's just come in and land so I can put the camera on my chest. Okay, that wasn't the landing we were looking for, but okay, so in the box, Lite Radio 4, we're getting the controller, we have the USB-C charging cable and the instruction manual at the bottom that I should have read. The controller itself, we have the bind button at the bottom there, we have a setup button, USB-C. I think these ones are for trim, so if you want to fine-tune the drift or anything you've got on these sticks, I think you hold them together and they beep for the reset. And then we have normal buttons at the top. I'm assuming they're set up as standard to start with, but you can obviously go in and change them. But they all feel pretty nice. Let's have a play again. So I'm not going to go into the technical side because I don't know that much still. I'm still learning. But let's have a play. We're armed and we're away. Oh, let's bring the back battery. Let's just quickly check what the other buttons are set up as. So, okay, that's crash flip as per usual. So there, and then I'm assuming, yeah, that changes between angle, horizon, and air. And then we've got arm, disarm there. So stick it into air. Nice. Don't want to put this in the sand. So being extra cautious on the power loops. So in summary, I think the Lite Radio 4 controller is really good. I think it's fantastic if you're coming from the DJI remote and you're used to that, or you just like the game controller style remotes. It fits really nice in the hands. The sticks feel nice. It feels quite durable. Oh, the big thing as well, you can connect via Bluetooth to your computer for the simulators, so you can play with no wires. That's a biggie. That makes it much easier, and simulators are fun, and you can just sit back on the couch and play all night, which is fantastic for your skills. I'd highly recommend, if you are a beginner, get on that simulator every day. It makes a massive difference. Let me know if you have any questions down below. If you are interested in the remote, links are down below for the BetaFPV website. It's not the cleanest. Should we try that again so we can get a cleaner one? That was better. That was better. Now, full disclosure, I was sent the remote for free. However, I was not told what to say. So everything I'm saying here is my true feelings on the remote. I picked it up straight out of the box. I didn't charge it. It was fully charged, ready to go. It was easy to bind, and it's been fun to use. So speak to you next one. Thanks, guys.